Swamp Thing number 4, written by Scott Snyder, art by Marco Rudy. We last left off with William, our young little angel of death, leaving the institute, the hospital where he was kept in a bubble for a while, and killing pretty much everyone on the way out. And now he's walking with a scuba mask down the road to somewhere. This issue picks up with the somewhere he gets, which is Western Texas, where he walks into a diner, and there's a guy at the counter just talking about, like, man, I pricked my finger on a thorn and it gave me arthritis. I'm telling you, that plant's going to be the death of me. Hey, kid, you look weird. What can I get you? And he's like, I would like a milkshake, please. Vanilla. And he's like, did you come from a hospital? He's like, yep. Just walked here. He's like, that's 15 miles away. He's like, yep. Okay. And the blood on your shirt? That's not mine. That's not as comforting as you think it is, kid, but all right, one milkshake. You said chocolate, right? And William's like, no, I did not say chocolate. I said vanilla. And then he causes this dude's arm to expand into death and grossness and just explode off. And then every single person in the diner, he makes death explode out of them in disgusting, tumorous ways. And we got the thing from Abby basically saying that everyone has a little death in them, whether it's dead skin cells, a rotten tooth, some shattered veins. William can literally grow death inside of people and explode it out of them. He is a miniature Grim Reaper. And we see him drinking his milkshake amongst all this death. And hours later, Abby busts down the door and there's no William. They missed him. But it's night and they need to crash for a while. And they think, like, well, we can just give Chase, like, there's a house over there. We can go over there. And Abby's like, no. House means planks of wood, dead wood. He can use that against us. Our best chance is to just lie out in an open field where there isn't as much death. So there's a little thing here where Alec can't stop staring at Abby. And she's like, don't get any ideas. And he's like, hey, past month of my life, like, everything has been hell. And he gives a little recap of everything that's happened. The last thing I'm thinking about is making a move. And he falls asleep. And he gets in contact with the Parliament of Trees in the green. And they're basically like, dude, when are you going to join us, man? He's like, I'm not going to give up everything I am for your war. He's like, every one of us has done that. We've all sacrificed. Why are you such a prick about this? And they show what the real green versus the rot is. And they go through and they're like, look, there's the green and there's the red and there's the rot. The green and the red are both part of life. The rot is anti-life. It is not life. It is bad. It's death. And despite the fact that we all are kind of like three warring factions, the green and the red kind of team up in order to take out the rot because they are really bad almost all the time. But the green is definitely going to win out one day. So we need you to be our greatest warrior. And he's like, whoa, warrior. You always called us protectors. You used the word protectors. Since when are we warriors? And it's like, you got to fight in order to keep what you have. And you're like meant to be more than a warrior or a protector. You are our chosen one, Alec Holland. And you are letting us down, man. And Alec's like, look, we're trying. We're going after the kid. Okay, we're going to get him. And it's like, we don't care about okay, yes, the kid is a problem, but that's not our big thing. The big thing is the thing that's sleeping 3 feet away from you. And it's like, Abby? No, I've known her since that. I mean, I have dreams about her. She's nice. She saved me. And it's like, she will turn on you at the most inconvenient moment. You need to kill her now. She is an agent of the rot. And I was like, I'm not going to kill her. And he's like, kill her. And he shoots awake. And I don't even know if it's real or not, but like the half where Alec is all in bloom, and the half where Abby is all rotten away and decayed. But he shoots awake, and it doesn't seem like that was real. But he's still pulling leaves out of his nose, so there's something. And he wakes up and he sees that Abby has actually left a note, and she's about to hop on her motorcycle. And he's like, you were going to leave me here? And it's like, look, my brother, he's made his way out of here into the Deadlands. There's no green there, nothing to protect you. Stay here, you'll be safe. I'll go take care of him. And Alex stops her and says, like, look, I'm coming with you. You are the only thing I have. Even if it's just memories, that's all I have now. Everything else in my life is gone. So I am sticking with you because you are the closest thing I have to a home right now. And Abby's like, okay, fine. But for the record, I don't want you to become Swamp Thing either. That's not, no one should have to do that. Anyway, just make sure, keep your eye out. Avoid any morgues, any cemeteries, anything with dead material. We ain't going anywhere near any place with dead stuff. As they drive into Stocks, Texas, home of the largest meat processing plant in the nation. And we see on the final page William surrounded by just all manners of completely grotesque beasts and bones. This is a great book. This is fantastic. It's got some real mood to it. It's got some real artistry. I think I said this in the last one. That's very hard to talk about this without also talking about Animal Man. I do try to keep these reviews separate, but just briefly mentioning that this week in Animal Man, the same sort of talk happened about what is the rot and why is the red fighting it. So this one I feel like handles it just a little bit worse, which is unfair to compare because it is its own thing. But I don't know, this issue just felt like the opening scene was great. I have no problem with the opening scene. It's everything after that just feels like, okay, this is just kind of the explanation issue and really nothing else gets done. I like the reveal that Abby may be a, maybe not double agent, but at least a sleeper agent. It's entirely possible. I'm down with most all of this. Any complaints I have are purely contextual in that Animal Man is doing it as well, if not better. So just reading these two in sequence, so close to each other, it kind of feels like, okay, I feel like I'm double dipping. But it's necessary because not everyone is reading the entirety of the New 52. So all in all, I'm going to give this one an 8. It's very well done. The art is fantastic. There are like 4 inkers on this. There's 3 inkers on this, and you can feel it in a couple places. Not a lot, but there's definitely between like the opening sequence to like the Parliament of Trees sequence, there's just this subtle feel to it of something's different. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I definitely would recommend reading it if you have any interest in what's going on with the Rot saga as a whole, and especially if you have any interest in Swamp Thing, because he's on the cover. We know we're getting him back. Alec Holland is not long for this world.